Honestly, if a man wants you, you won't have to ask for effort. He'll make time, he'll call you, he'll text you. Trust me, no man is too busy for a woman he truly wants.
Someone told me a joke. It was so funny, I laughed until I cried. They told me that same joke again, and I laughed, but not as much. They kept repeating the joke until I stopped laughing. Then said, if you can't laugh at the same joke over and over, then why would you continue to cry over people that hurt you again and again?
A friend once told me that the true measure of a man isn't what he reveals to the world, but what he hides from it. Perhaps keeping secrets is brutal business.
That's all you do! All you do is nag me! The bathroom's a mess. Your belt doesn't match. Hey, Gary, you should probably go work out. Nothing I ever do is ever good enough. I just want to be left the hell alone.
What does it mean to be a man?
It means that no matter what you do, it's never good enough. We're supposed to pay for dinner. We're supposed to open doors for them. We're supposed to help them carry heavy stuff. We're supposed to call them ma'am. And nowadays, that's insulting. It means your mental health does not fucking matter. Male suicides make up 3 times the amount of female suicides. I was in the hospital for 11 days on suicide watch. They put me in counseling for maybe 2 months, and then they just sent me on my way. And guys don't open up about their problems because nobody fucking cares. You're just told to get up and walk it off. So why even bother opening up about it, right? It means every time you meet a woman, she automatically thinks that you could possibly be a predator and they have to carry pepper spray and tasers to defend themselves against you. No matter how good we are, a woman could easily just divorce us, take half our money and our kids. If you're unhappy in a relationship, that's your own damn problem. But if a woman's unhappy in a relationship, that's also your fucking problem. Basically, you better be able to provide or you're a loser.
It's okay to be a man.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we going to do without men? You look around the city here, you see all these buildings go up. These men, they're doing impossible things. They're under the streets, working on the sewers. They're up on the power lines in the storms and the rain. They're keeping this impossible infrastructure functioning, and often literally. And the gratitude for that is sorely lacking, especially among the people who should be most grateful, failing to understand entirely that there's a massive infrastructure of unbelievably hardworking, solidly laboring, working class men breaking themselves in half on a regular basis, making sure that everything that always breaks works. And so a little gratitude for that is in order. And it's very useful to tell everyone, not just men, that they have an important role to play, a necessary role, and that if they act properly and honestly and forthrightly, that they can put their lives together and they can help their families and they can make their communities better, and that that's not toxic masculinity, that appalling phrase. It's what keeps the world going round.
I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned in life is to not force anything. Conversations, friendships, relationships, attention, love, whatever it may be. Anything that you have to force isn't worth fighting for.
If a man loves you, this
Yes.
is the beginning of it. He's willing to profess it. See, we're very protective. We mark our territory. He'll give you a title after
Yes.
a while. You're gonna be his lady, his woman, his fiance, his wife, his baby's mama, something.
Yes.
But if he's introducing you after 6 months, this is Oprah. You should be standing there going, this is going nowhere.
He's struggling. He's tired, mentally and emotionally exhausted, but he's not giving up. Right now, life isn't the way he expected, but he knows he deserves more, so much more. And that's why he keeps pushing through.
Right, boys, this one's for you.
On people, not because you don't care, but because they don't. All you can do is give it your best. If your best isn't enough, Don't waste your time on someone who doesn't appreciate all your effort.
That most men live lives of quiet desperation. It's one of my favorite quotes ever because it's true. And I've been that guy. You're just in this world where you just can't wait to just run away.
How do you think they get stuck there?
Bills.
Bills? Like financial bills?
Right? Yeah. Bills and commitment. You have an apartment you have to pay for. You have a wife that you have to feed. You have a child you have to raise. You have your mortgage. You have your this. You have your that. And that's where it all comes from. The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And then you have to have a plan. And you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever shit job you do planning your escape. And you have to come to the realization very clearly that you fucked up and you got yourself stuck. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it. Whatever time that you have to attack like you're trying to save the world.
Men ain't complicated. We either this or we that. There ain't no complication to us. All you women that's complicated, you know what makes us complicated to y'all? Because y'all keep hoping we gonna be like you one day. You figure if you communicate, he ought to communicate. If you love him and nurture him, he ought to love and nurture you. I don't know who told you that, but that's not how this works. I'm sorry, it's not. So I tell women this all the time. All men can change, and all men will change. But there's only one woman that we're going to change for. It's just one. We don't change for all women. We only change for one woman. If he ain't changing, it's because you ain't the one.
My question is, why do men lie so much? I mean, y'all know I ain't lying.
Okay, you want the truth? This is why men lie. Because we are afraid of your reaction to the truth.
There's one thing I don't understand, and I never will. Why is it that you boys want sex and nudes from a girl so bad? Like, honestly, there's so much more to love about a woman than just sex and nudes, but you're too blind to see it. But there's a big difference between a boy and a man, and I could give you those reasons, but I'm not going to because I don't have time for it. And you know what? If you're a man, you would know the differences between a boy and a man. A man doesn't ask for those things. A man just loves a woman for simply who she is. But you know what? It honestly aggravates me because these girls are so used to hearing, hey, wanna have sex? Hey, send me nudes. And you know what? They deserve so much better than that. So I'm just gonna say, boys, get your act together and become men instead of staying boys.
There's a huge difference between a boy and a man. A boy will keep his password to his phone, while a man is confident enough to say, babe, can you answer that for me? A boy runs in the streets and chills with his friends, while a man enjoys doing things with his woman. A boy complains about spending too much time with his girl. A man enjoys vacations and getaways because he knows that tomorrow is never promised. A boy tells his girl all the things she does wrong. A man gives her praise for all her hard work. A boy will see this and think it's about him. A man will see this and recognize what he needs to fix.
Don't teach your man how to be your man. Don't ask him to show you off. Don't ask him to text you. Don't ask him to care about you. Don't ask him to bring you flowers. Don't ask him to plan dates, and don't beg for love. The right man will do anything and everything for you.
You ever ask a man how he's doing and he says, I'm alright. I'm here to tell you, that man is not alright. That man is battling demons that you cannot even possibly imagine. That man is struggling every single day to find a reason to keep going. And the reason we say we're alright is because as a man, nobody really fucking cares what you're going through. So why even bother to say it? But you know what? I feel you, brother. Because, I'm alright too.
I ran across a really good quote today, and it goes, the words I love you take 2 seconds to say, 2 hours to explain, and a lifetime to prove.